Taboo conversations, witty interpretations. Motivator on the hunt, ain't got a grudge. Street news is the tea. Vexxed, uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexxed, uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexxed, uncensored, fuck the beat.
Welcome to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Saint.
And me, Motivator.
We are back.
We're back. We're black.
Yes, and not ashamed of it. Okay.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
That's right. The crown of thorns. The crown of thorns. But yeah, how are you guys this week? Hope you're alright, hope you...
Honestly, I don't give a fuck if they're alright or not. I'm more concerned with, am I alright? Am I not alright?
Am I alright?
Who am I? I'm tempted to say Jackie Chan, but it might be Jet Li. No. Jet Li was...
I hope they have long lives, them.
Yeah.
Chow Yun Fat too, obviously. Throw him in there.
Of course.
That's my top three anyway,
That's your top three?
Yeah, martial arts.
Chow Yun Fat,
yeah.
Jackie Chan,
Jet Li. I'd say Jet Li is my favourite secretly, but I like them all for different reasons. Do you know what I mean? But Bruce Lee was their fucking original,
This is true. Well, hold on.
Be like water.
Yes. Yeah, be like water.
Be like water.
Water in the river is a stream.
It's a stream.
Water in a cup is a cup.
It's a cup. Take shape of the glass.
Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh
my God. I hope they never hear this, right?
Yeah.
On the spot, I was given a chance to give a speech at a wedding.
Okay. Yeah,
I adapted the be like water.
Okay.
Into
Okay, yes, I can see how that could. You mistook him.
Just remember, along the road, along this stream called life, in your relationship, be like water.
Yeah. Take shape of the issues you're facing. Don't let them, fuck you up.
If I can find it, I'll show you a picture of the moment when it was taken, or should I say taken. Had the microphone in my hand. I'm standing up, belly bursting out of the white shirt I was wearing. I had the little dreads. Well, the early starts of the dreads, and then of course I swapped into the...
I remember that face. Yeah,
man,
different eras, Yeah, it's funny. I posted a photo on Instagram for those who follow at Saint Blades, and and it was 18 years ago. Yeah, but you wouldn't really know it. That's weird. That's the weird part, and it's a bit like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? Because I only really remember sharing that a while ago on Facebook or something, and I felt like it was a little while ago, but no, it was probably almost 10 years. So, yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, time is a passage. That's what I would say. A passage.
There it is.
A tight squeeze. But yeah, how's your week? Has it been a week, barely?
Yeah, it's barely been a week, but
yeah,
I'm a survivor. Yeah. I'm just surviving the plot twists.
Yeah.
Yeah, what can I say? It's a roller coaster.
It is, yes, but I'm not the main character. Jesus is the main character, so at least, that helps for me, but yeah.
Do you know what that is? That's actually I've almost borderline made it my thing to be the very best supporting actor.
Yes. Life keeps trying to make me the main character, and I'm like, no, bitch, no, take your attention off me.
Yeah, I'm very.
Oh, Jesus, not me.
I'm very much Amy Winehouse when it comes to being the main character. I'm like, no.
But you get it anyway. It's difficult.
No, I don't think.
I can't speak to the bland people out there. The ones who don't stand out. Do you know what? I'd swap lives with you in a fucking instant. I really would. I'd be camouflage. I want to be camouflage. I don't want to stand out, bitch. For what? For what? Unless it's a #1 album or some shit, bitch. I don't really want to stand out for anything else.
Really?
Yeah, personally, or this, this as well, or something like that.
No, this won't get to the point of
something in my range of field of,
Do you know why I don't think this will go to the point of...
So guys, we're again on the charts. Thank you, Apple podcast listeners. We completely forgot that. Yeah, we're 108. So that's on entertainment news in the UK. So hey, I think that's a new peak. Now we I think it was like 87 or something a little while ago. But yeah, we really appreciate that. Oh, and we've had a little bit of a remodel. If you go on all our past episodes, there's now like unique kind of NFT style covers for each of them, and yeah, they just like more exaggerate the style of the podcast and new cover and. Yeah, so share, because you're looking pretty. It costs a penny.
In for a
pretty penny, man.
In for a penny, out for
a pound, you know? Mm.
Yeah, they have no idea the depth of what that actually means.
No. But they will.
They will, they better.
Right, let's get into some topics.
Now for the hottest topics.
Right, well, first go. Men are spending £1,000 on skincare, and this is obviously pounds would mean this is the United Kingdom or any subsidiaries.
Exchange rate.
Yes, I think. Do you know what? I'm not even going to sound.
But I'd say America too. Probably more in America. It's more availability. Yeah. It's all about looks over there more it is than it is here. It's getting like that here now. Back in the day, you could see a right old man out with quite a cracking cookie. It's quite normal,
Yeah.
Where now it's kind of like everyone wants to be pretty, and it's like God didn't make you all pretty on the outside, then He made you pretty. You should be pretty on the inside.
Luckily,
that's what matters.
Luckily, as an attack helicopter, as long as I can fly, and I've got the missiles, I'm good.
As long as they're looking my way, I'm gonna flaunt it.
That's right.
Before it fades away.
Right. But honestly,
that's a lot though.
£1,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. What are you looking for pretty for?
Yeah,
if you're pretty anyway, you ain't got to do much. Do you know what I mean? So what you trying to look pretty for? It's the glow ups, I think. The ones who weren't so great, maybe in their younger years physically, and have bloomed. That's the thing, innit? Or had the work done. Either way.
Considering if they throw on an extra £100 to £300, they literally have a studio.
I think they had an interview during this on a segment on some news channel, and it was like 3 guys. I think one, I'm not sure his background, and 2 black guys. One was like a larger guy, one was like a slim guy.
When you say a larger guy,
yeah, and I don't think any of them, just because people bring up sexuality usually when it comes to grooming for some reason, even though men do groom, anyone with a beard, guys with a beard, they don't just grow like that half the time. You should see a man with his beard, it's all up your face and half in your eye off some people. So they've got to shave a lot. Manscape, it used to be called.
Yeah.
Now it's more like skincare, face mask, under eye things, and guys are taking pictures of themselves doing it on Instagram, and these are guys who get girls or whatever as well. It's kind of like that. It used to be called metrosexual. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Heterosexuals who like to be snazzy,
city man.
Yeah.
But didn't that sort of become city boys? Like city girls, city boys.
But now even hood motherfuckers want to look good. You know what I mean? For something, everyone's doing it. So it's like, okay, spend it with Skin Scent. the all natural unisex, skincare brand by me is relaunching soon. We just had to do some things because it's like made in Norway, guys. And we're going to put more stuff out, to get me. It's a bit competitive, this game, so I'm just trying to get my foot in. Because I wasn't a groomer, funnily enough. I would just kind of like do the basics. I've got one of those faces, almond eyes and, arched eyebrows. So I don't, a lot of guys do too. I'm not the only one.
That sounds like a pecan pie.
People have to pluck those things, and it grows like this for me.
No, but seriously, fuck them. Yeah. Fuck them.
Is it working?
Of course.
Does it work? What did they look like before?
Up until
fillers, maybe Botox.
Up until we truly reach that point of inhumane status,
yes.
You know when it will happen.
Yeah.
Listen, unfortunately, Mr. Mo Vader is a man of life, of worldly pleasures, screwed up slightly a little bit. Everyone that knows me, I'm a lovable fucker, and.
A rascal.
I caused some disruptions, and unfortunately the disruptions disrupted things. Right. But, Skin State will be back up.
Yeah.
It'll be running.
God willing.
It'll be running. Yeah. And there was something I wanted to say. No, I don't know. Anyway, fuck them goddamn hackers. Fuck them hackers.
Fuck them goddamn hackers.
Yeah, fuck them hackers.
He's a cybersecurity specialist. If anyone out there is a cybersecurity specialist, hit me up.
Cybersecurity crimes lead to physical crown court
digital
crimes.
waste control. But yeah, good on you, I guess. £1,000 a bit much, but hey, if you got
£1,000 is too much.
that's a lot. A month? Oh wow.
A month. Do you know what kind of debt crisis these people are triggering? What are they spending? Are they spending
They
£1,000?
must have good jobs or be entrepreneurs. No,
No,
think they're really going debt to look. I guess what like
No.
appealing.
No.
Someone's gonna find you attractive, no matter what.
No.
You know,
They are in the box room of the family home, and out of their £1,800 wages or £2,200 wages, which is, in all honesty, that is the, how do I say, what used to be the middle class earnings. But a single male who spends 25 odd days of the month working a 10 to 12 hour shift, that's technically what they make after tax, depending on their job role. If they're in deliveries, work van, construction, they're making a slightly bit more. Like the take home slightly bit more.
Do you think there's a privilege? They get better jobs if they take care of themselves?
No, they just
get better partners.
No.
Like, what are they fighting for? What are you fighting for?
No, they just get a little bit more pissy on that. You know, that payday Friday month. You know, the weekend payday Friday when everyone goes out. Yeah. They're borderline guaranteed pussy. Big, excuse me.
Oh God,
not the puss, not the puss,
not the puss. Oh, did you hear that song? That see, this is what I mean. They're funny for some reason. They're just not good, but they're funny. Trump. When he said the Mexicans, no, he didn't say Mexicans. Let me not say. He said, you know, the illegal immigrants are eating the cats and dogs in the rich neighborhoods, and it's all remixed. Eat the cat, eat the cat. I was like, you motherfuckers are legends.
I saw it. It's a lie, you know. Like, it actually stems from a lie.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It stems from a lie. The Haitians are eating the cats.
Eating the cats and the dogs.
Yeah, it's a lie. It was an absolute lie. It came from nowhere. Someone thought, I'm going to make this shit up and see how...
I don't think it's a topic, but why is everyone mad at Jen Jackson just for not knowing Kamala Harris is black? That's the thing about being... okay, this is for a mixed race person. That's the thing about being mixed race. Someone's not always going to understand or see what you are. That's pretty normal. Janet Jackson's kid's a mixed race kid. So, like, okay, she didn't know. She was hearing what media was saying. Because wasn't that what Trump was saying and stuff? So that's media's fault for saying Kamala Harris is just Indian. I didn't know that. I thought she was Indian.
When you say Indian, because I
I'm
was
not native, like India, from India.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you see the misinformation?
What did you think she was?
I believe she was native.
Oh, no, see, people do think she's native too. She's not. Her mother's from India.
Of course, Kamala.
Yes. And then Harris is a, black father in his picture. Do you know what I mean? Light-skinned black geezer. Like my father, like easy. So everyone's like, oh, so everyone's attacking Janet everywhere, saying cancel Janet because she said that. And they're like, oh, is she Trump supporter, blah, blah. So what if she is? Like, I thought you were allowed to be whatever you wanted to be.
Janet just wants them to keep Justin away from her.
Right.
So let's leave Janet Jackson alone.
Keep Justin away.
Just keep him away from her. And let's
let her grieve Tito.
Yeah.
And
what is this?
Buy the tickets for the tour, bitch.
Yeah. They've been trying to
Why you got her?
They've been trying to ruin those people in that family for decades now.
Yeah. Thank God they multiply like, frogs.
That's so bad. It must be the extenuating influence at the moment.
Must be something in the water. Down in Gary, Indiana.
I was about to say they're multiplying like
yeah. And I wonder what their background is, because black American is all some can settle for, unfortunately, due to slavery. But what are their actual background? Like, where are they from? I wonder.
Oh, they'll never put their DNA test into one of those 24 and is it 24?
Because the nose jobs throws people off, but they're black people.
Black.
Their kids are mixed and stuff like that, but they are black.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, there could be anything, to be honest.
Yeah, there comes a point
slavery, guys.
Yeah, there comes a point where you just got to write it off as, you know what, you're human.
Yes. Our ancestors survived. They were warriors. That's why we're here.
That's right.
And yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Survivors.
I was racially abused.
Oh my God, me too. The other
week.
That's good. Slave.
By a colleague that.
Oh my God, a colleague. Mine was from a stranger.
Do you know what? drizzle, right?
Drizzle.
Sprinkle. I would have preferred being subject to that from a stranger than from a colleague.
Yes. Yeah.
Only because the colleague also happens to be the director's nephew.
Okay.
But oh wow. And it was a mean one. It was like the director's nephew landed himself a little chicken head girlfriend in the company and had their own inside joke, meaning they would have had a conversation beforehand. And I forgot the name, the African name.
Okay.
Very traditional African name, a respected and honourable name.
Right.
That just sounds funny to the likes of, you know, the director's nephew was not white.
Okay.
Let's just say he was not white, and he wasn't Middle Eastern, he wasn't Asian, he wasn't any of those denominations.
What's left? What's left?
Let's just say, $1 million, $10, you still a nigga.
Okay.
Like there we go. And I wish I could remember the name, but I can't remember the name. On one occasion, he called me the name to my face. The chicken head girlfriend bursts out laughing. I realize, there's an inside joke. Later on, the chicken head girlfriend is giggling and telling me, oh yeah, so-and-so is the name of someone that was like proper dumb and slow and stupid, didn't know a thing.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, bitches.
Yeah.
Watch me now. Anyway, that's a tangent.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I'll come for your neck in the street.
Yeah.
He's racist. Do you know what I mean? He's just like, who the fuck, bitch? Nah. That's to try and put me down for anything, but not for that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely not. Anyway, I went out on a waffle. Next topic is Tamagotchi got new UK stores. Apologies, stores.
They got them stores.
They got them stores. Do you know what? Mandela effect moment.
Okay.
How much was a Tamagotchi when they first came?
$6.99 or $12.99. One, two. Probably $6.99 because of the era. It was like 90. I'd say 97, 96. Yeah, have a Tamagotchi.
Do you know what? I feel like
my older sibling had a Tamagotchi. They were just older versions. They were our generation, 90s, because they rebooted them, didn't they? So it was like, there were newer ones.
I remember Tamagotchis being almost £50 from Toys R Us on Old
in the
Cat Road?
beginning, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But they rebooted them, didn't they? So
that was my question.
That's probably why it got expensive. I think it was quite cheap. But then you could get the ones off the market. So maybe I'm thinking of
no, but those weren't
the market.
that was
the same.
That was a 50-50.
But I did get a Tamagotchi.
Did you? Okay. Yeah. There's Tamagotchi price in 2005.
It started as an egg in
97.
And you got to hatch the egg.
Yeah,
like Togepi.
95 or 05? Which price should I check?
95.
Sorry, not 95. 97.
97.
Okay.
Yeah, because the Japanese originally.
So
God bless the Japanese. They're always making something good.
So US dollar was $17.99.
See, $12.99. I bet it is in the UK back then.
It would have had to be less at the time, right?
That's what I mean. $12.99. Because then when they rebooted them, when we were about 13. Because that's when I started eating bacon. I got a new one in Birmingham, and that's when I started eating meat. Because I never ate meat before then, other than like occasional fish and chicken, if that. But it was like, I remember that memory, and I got a new one at like 12, 13 years old because they rebooted when they were like, 50 quid.
Yeah. I had the one Tamagotchi, right, and it just kept on dying, and then I just flung it.
Oh, it's good with mine until it got abandoned one day, I'm sure, and it died slowly, wondering where I was in its digital realm.
Save the Tamagotchi.
I think it became an app, so I'm surprised there's stores now. So if they reboot them again, they must have. You know, why not? Because again, if Game Boys are selling for fucking 500 quid, then, and I had some nice ones. It's a shame that I lost everything.
I didn't actually get the chance to see what device was being played with, but there was something that was similar to a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
I didn't get the chance to be shown or explained.
Nintendogs kind of took the place of that on DS.
I used to smack them.
Bitch, the newspaper. The fuck with that bitch?
No pissing in the water. No pissing in the water.
Funny. Yeah. Good times. Okay.
Good time.
Okay, so AstraZeneca admit COVID-19 vaccine causes clots.
Yeah.
Told you so.
They admitted it.
Yeah.
And let's go back a little bit.
We reported official like cases for clots that same like the 3-month period in the beginning. We're on the show. We made sure we were very verified with that shit. And yeah, we said that from the beginning.
We did. And sadly, AstraZeneca did not admit this initially.
No, they lied for sure.
Omission, because they stated in a court case, the husband of a 44-year-old wonderful woman, who passed away because of the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. She passed away 3 weeks after having it, forced upon her for working in the NHS.
Forced upon her. Forced as it was on many.
Yeah.
Thank God he weren't the mark of the beast, because you would have took it. You motherfuckers.
And they admitted in court that they omitted and left that out while having full knowledge that it would cause a reaction in people with certain conditions.
Yes.
And generally could trigger the condition.
Right. People are dying of heart attacks. People are dying of brain aneurysms. That's, to me, clots. Strokes. That's clots. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not hard to figure out. I'm no doctor.
The statistic was 1 in 1,000. And 1 in 1,000 doesn't sound like a lot. But when you say...
And chest infections, isn't it? Dying from chest infections. In fucking 2020. Like, come on, like, this ain't 1843. So, okay, there's just a black copter. Guys, just give us a second. I reckon the producers will remove that anyway.
Of course. Yeah. Likelihood is they're not even going to hear it.
Oh yeah, probably not. We had fireworks one time on the New Year's show, and it cut all of it out. I was like, how is that possible? But it did it. Where they're talking about the fireworks, like, oh my god, guys, did it? And you can't hear shit. But on the original recording, it's like boom, boom, cla, cla.
Absolutely. The producers in the Vexxed Uncensored sweatshop work hard all the time. Yeah. They omitted it in goodwill.
Yeah.
So they
can't do that shit.
They could have actually put it and let the public know.
Yeah.
In goodwill, we've left this out. Yeah. But actually, let's tell you.
Hope Congress get on their ass, because and the UK, like, what are we doing here?
And guess what, bitches? The plot thickens. The indemnity agreement signed between AstraZeneca and we'll stick to the topic. The
Pfizer and shit.
The other pharmaceutical companies that theirs did.
The Grammys was sponsored by Pfizer. Did anyone notice that? I was like, what is this? Pfizer?
Basically,
not Pepsi or Coke.
Anyone who died of it and who is suing AstraZeneca for that, guess who's going to pay the compensation?
The government.
Excuse me?
AstraZeneca?
Excuse me?
Us.
The taxpayers. Us.
Oh no.
The working Larry, the working girl.
Best.
We are going to pay for the compensation of civilians.
That's going to be never ending. And you got to change all them. The families are fighting for this, that, the other, and they're just, yes, this was dying of COVID. What? Can you prove that? You sure it wasn't like you tried to? What? Are you sure? Do you know what I mean? Like anything that they paid, additional for when someone died, like of that. In the hospital, it was weird, like this weird incentive. If someone died, the hospital would get a certain amount of money. Do you know what I mean? It's very fucking weird. So I didn't like that either. And the traumatized people in the hospital and the doctors and the staff, they're fucked. I watched a couple documentaries of them. They really were fucking like fucked. They all need therapy. Better help, go sponsor their asses. Do you know what I mean? But sad times it was. Yeah, sad times.
Oh, Lord, buddy, back, yeah.
It's alright. Getting a beverage of such which forth I shall not reveal.
We will not dehydrate and waste away in the sweatbox.
Out to the no.
We're out here in the sweatshop, I
fuck recyclable lids. Like, who do you think I am? A fool?
A fool of a toque.
Fool of a toque. Give me strength, Oh, I think it's your turn. Do you hear that, guys? ASMR. Sponsored by, not sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Oh, I love it when. Okay, cool. Next topic. Suge Knight calls into news station Chris Cuomo's show from prison. So Suge Knight calls into news stations Chris Cuomo's show from prison.
Yeah, so
you're gonna have to fill me in on this, because I'm sure that Suge Knight had a show from prison called...
He does.
What was it called again?
Collect Call or something.
Collect Call.
Yeah. I think I heard quite a few of them before.
Yeah.
But yeah, so News Nation, the same show that Ray J spoke on that I cussed him for last episode, I think it was. So Suge Knight's obviously heard that. I've just followed up. And he's called, and the guy is like pretty decent with him in the sense of like they're just chatting, and he's like, But he said a lot of stuff.
Did he say too much, or did he just say a lot?
He said as much as possible. He said something that's so horrendous and horrific that I know they worship Satan. Like it's just plain and simple. This is live on television, News Nation. So I like News Nation a lot. They talk about the UAP stuff, like they really like don't care, and I want to know who really owns them, because like why are they the only major American whatever news corporation that are just reporting actual fucking news, like things people want to know? But anyway. I'm not saying this Chris Cuomo is perfect either, because I think he did have a scandal, and it was something to do either. What was it like? He was like the mayor or something, I'm sure, New York or something. I don't know, or governor at least. And yeah, he had scandals. But anyway, so he brings up Jimmy Iovine. Yeah. He brings up Dre. He brings up The Game. He brings up Snoop. He brings pretty much everyone you can imagine. Yeah. And it's one of those situations where it's like he said a lot, but he just called out Interscope. Firstly, he said that's one of the worst things he ever did was get his label Death Row tied up with Interscope, because they're just fucked basically. And he said all his artists went left when that happened, all of them. Yeah. And he was saying, when he brought up Bow Wow. Oh no. And which it never occurred to me, Bow Wow, but yeah, okay, Bow Wow. And then he also said, at Interscope, and this is fucked, okay, but this is in our company executive thing. So when an artist is signed and they have to get their rollout, whatever, obviously they're not looked at the contract or whatever. So they're signed into something. Do you know, not only is they groom them to be anally penetrated by executives, like this is just the way it goes over there, that they have this test called the boiled egg test. And that's where they, trigger warning, guys, if you easily disturbed, then skip forward about a minute or two. So the boiled egg test is where a artist will bend over and they'll put a boiled egg up their asshole, and if it cracks, then they said you haven't worked hard enough. You've not worked hard enough. You're not there yet. No, you're not working hard enough. You're not in the studio enough. You're not getting fucked enough. You're not wide enough. You're not gaping enough. When the shit goes in and it don't break, then you're good. You've worked hard enough. It's like a cult. It's like a fucking initiation. And this is not odd for cults. Is what I'm saying. Cults. These people are in a cult. And Kim Porter's book, I listened to the whole fucking thing. And I'm sorry, what's going on with these people? I think it's a topic. I'm not going to get into it. But it's like, those are hurt words, mate. Everything I've ever heard explains everything. Why Faith Evans got married to Stevie J, for instance. Like, it literally explains fucking everything. Biggie's everything, but behind the scenes stuff, the stuff with his mother, like everything. Kimura, everything. Like, it explains everything. It should not make sense like that. No one can do that. The authors come out and said, well, I don't know if they're true, because obviously they're not my words. And then Charlamagne's gonna took that and made him the donkey of the day. Like, see, you don't even know if they're true. Bitch, it's called unauthorized publication. It's called biography. You're in publishing, so you actually do know better. You're actually just covering for somebody or whoever. Like, it's weird. Do you know what I mean? Like, trying to play black people off, because that's Mexicans and black people, that's all that listen to. Hot 97. Power 105.1. Yes. Hot 97 is the other, like, compare.
Yes. So sorry. Yeah. So sorry.
But it's like the boiled egg test, and that's like just something that I thank God that I did not make it the way I wanted to. It's just industry. I'm not fucking joking. The furthest I got, like I said, was good old Ryan Leslie. You know what I mean? It was a nice little opportunity, but it didn't continue. And I'm actually glad that I went independent. Because can you, like, I would have, really, I'm not the one, not the family I come from.
You would have got bust out.
I would have got in a lot of trouble. I would have stirred that shit up right out. And any bit of media, mate, I would have cracked this shit wide open. Like, because they couldn't crack me wide open. Do you know what I mean? Not for no deal, bitch. The fuck is this? I couldn't, I would, I'd hate that. So it's a situation where these artists, they're doing it because, again, people are young. They are...
As far as they're aware, they have to. This is what is happening. I have to.
They have to.
And
if these are powerful people, or if they videoed it and blackmailed you, what are you going to do, bitch?
How are you going to keep up the persona if it's leaked?
Although maybe they like it too. Again, young people, once you get into something, it's a bit, I'm sure, it's up to people what they do.
Although, you know what?
But it shouldn't be forced or coerced or That's sick in the head.
You know what is a sickness of the young and naive?
Yes, they'll do anything.
Not so much.
That feels good.
Not so much. It's that
They said it feel good.
they still are subject to main character syndrome. So they believe it will damage them more than the person that is.
I don't think doing it will damage them. I think people knowing will damage them. And that's just the way it is. It's the same with girls. They hide, that too. It's not just guys. Everyone does it. Because everyone is entitled to their own. It's no one's business unless you're a celebrity. Because they, I guess, have a working clause in whether it affects their careers or not, their incomes, their everything. Where an average person, they just don't want no grief. Or some people are like, no, I want to do what I want in front of everyone. I want to do everything. That's their business too. So it's like, but like when it comes to work or fucking, you have to do this for you're single. That probably ain't gonna do shit because they're not gonna market it. Like what?
Look at it this way.
Slaves.
Look at it this way. 35 years in the industry, you booger someone out.
Yeah.
And you wave a tape at them and say,
yes,
I'll make sure this gets out if you don't do this or that.
Yeah.
Who's got more to lose? The person with the first million deal or the person that's been doing this 35 years? Mm-hmm. And the one step out that they sort of get is if they are not in the video.
Yeah.
Or they're not in the
blank out your face. No. Wow. Blank out your face.
Well, you got to be careful because nowadays,
face, shall I say?
Nowadays, the sleuth out there will be like, "Oh,
that's that hotel and that's that this and that's that." Yep.
So and so was there that. Yeah. Even if you try to book under an alias, but you know what? I'm sure we're gonna revisit.
Something's got to leak soon. Don't know. It's got you in it. If Cassie's one did, and the thing is, Kim Porter said in that book she had copies. That means that Cassie's probably got copies. That means the feds obviously do have theirs, but we're just saying public figures can do what they want if they've got a copy, and they're probably just not releasing it because there's an investigation. But they can if they want to. It's in their possession. You know what I mean? They ain't signed no exclusivity deal, over to the fucking federal government. It's not Vivo. It's not Pornhub.
If anything, the hackers actually need to do something useful for once, for victims.
They never do. See, I say this. They never do. Oh, they've started on YouTube because they're getting attention, calling in and doing video webcam feeds in and hacking everything into these buildings full of Indian scammers. Helping you to help this problem.
I've seen those.
And when they see the cameras on, they're like, oh my God, do you see that? And they're all like losing it and pasting over shit. And I'm like,
and then they shut down, they unplug the servers.
Oh, someone check on Calcutta.
Indeed. So, right, next topic. I'll be sure, Quincy, Christian Combs, I'll be sure, Quincy Jones, Christian Combs, and the twins release an Instagram about Kim Porter's book.
Kim Porter. Will come out and say, this is lies. This is slander.
Is
even I'll be sure, and now I know why because I heard the book, obviously.
Okay. Yeah. Is Christian Combs Kim Porter's son?
Yep.
Oh wow.
The one that looks just like Diddy.
Okay.
Yeah. The only one that ain't is kind of the shorter, light skinned one. That's Misa's kid. The one who she's like a director at MCM.
Okay.
But should I heard bitch back in the day? Yeah. Diddy's, one of his first whatever. He used to beat her so bad she used to have to hide under the car. I heard. What? Allegedly. I heard.
Allegedly, of course.
Allegedly. But I'll be sure. I know now I get it. Now I know why he's sweating bullets. Because basically Kim said in the book, allegedly, that one time she went back and obviously I'll be sure's Quincy's father. And Quincy's probably like, I don't know, 5, 6 at this time. And she went there back from wherever she was. And Diddy was there, already there. And also she's tied up with Diddy. But, she's. And then she was just thinking, why are you here together? Just that's weird. I don't know, she just thought it was weird. Anyway, after Quincy goes to bed, I'll be sure to suggest to her, allegedly, let's do it together. Let's all three of us.
Oh, right.
So I reckon Diddy's put it on him. He's like, yeah, let's get her. And then she's like, yeah. And then she's like, fine. So they do it. And then she was shocked when I'll be sure went down on that penis.
Oh, no.
Allegedly.
He allegedly went and got that thing. Got that thing all down.
So it makes sense why he's spitting bullets, because kind of puts it in a light that he was just down for Pound Town. And she said it was a bit much. She didn't like it. But throughout the book, she talks about things that Diddy would get her to do, some things she was alright with, like being in bed with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh no.
Yeah, while in the opposite room, Diddy was with X. Someone like they've crossed his name out. Don't know why. Some mysterious person they won't say. She won't say. And then the other guy was Will Smith.
No.
Yes.
Not
They've been
with-
swanging. You
No.
know? And she
Well,
said she was glad she wasn't in that room and she just got to be with Jada on her own because, you know, she's like, oh God, no, not from what I know. They get up to.
Well,
You know.
allegedly jumping back to previous shows.
Yeah.
It's been an open secret that, you know,
He was getting killing him. He was killing him. He was killing him.
those two have been swinging for a while, and
Yeah.
there was actually some misinformation regarding the whole. What was that debacle with Jaden's friend?
August Alsina. He's with a guy now.
He's with a guy
Publicly.
now.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And some people making fun of him like, Jada fucked you up that bad. You love that, you know, the arms of a man.
Well, Whitney
And he's like, yes, actually.
Whitney by no association once said, "What's love got to do?
It's got to do
Can be broke." I literally butchered the lyrics.
Butchered.
Pat Butcher.
Rest in peace, Pat Butcher.
Rest in peace, man. Do you know what?
The actor's still alive, I think.
Actually, is she? Oh.
But rest in peace, Pat Butcher.
When Pat Butcher died in East London, I felt it.
That was, sad.
I
That's one of them
felt it.
sad ones, yeah.
I felt it, not my Pat.
Yeah, Pat, not Pat.
Good old
And
Bros.
Dot as well. Dot, I remember Dot. I was like, oh, I didn't watch it like that at that time when she died because they dragged her out.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Dot, you know, Dot.
Good old Brass. Smoke. You know for sure Pat Butcher used to smoke Super Kings.
You know it. There was something super good. Black. You know what I mean? That bitch, I liked it hard, you know.
How much nicotine and tars that got in there.
But they were bringing them back to life, apparently, I heard.
Really?
Don't watch it, but like everyone's back. Cafe's back. Fucking like everyone's back from the dead. And people from Brookside are joining it. And I'm like, God damn, remember Brookside?
I remember.
Yeah. Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Fucking Liverpool. Can you imagine the shape and you all talk like that? That was literally what it was like in the 90s. It was sick.
Oh, man.
Yeah, bring it back.
It was a good time.
Yeah. Right, next topic.
Despacito.
Alright, so the band cast member says Diddy made off with 30 million from their royalties. And they got nothing.
Well, did they actually get nothing? Did they?
Nothing.
Did they conduct an
They were
audit?
in debt, allegedly. But he made 30 million. How does that make sense? Because you're not reading your contracts, that's why.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
negotiating.
Yeah.
You think,
So
oh my God, Diddy.
if the band, or should I say the
The
band,
band. So it's a rap version of making a band.
okay,
Basically, yeah.
they were not going, they didn't have publishing rights, and they absolutely had no royalties in terms of advertisement revenue, in terms of merchandise, in terms of even if it was, likelihood is, I don't want to throw anyone's names in there, but the 3-letter channel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was shown on there and there was advertisement revenue, it would have gone to Bad Boy, it would have gone to Diddy, it would have gone to...
And Bad Boy's been on at one point Universal, then at another point Sony, then at another point Warner or some shit. He's been a part of all of them.
Well, there you go.
So they're all complicit, I believe.
There you go. They all
Sorry, but...
They all know, and you know what? Money is king. If it makes money, it makes sense.
Yeah, everyone makes mistakes, but corporations sometimes make them on purpose. So it's, you know, and they collude with individuals who do them on purpose. So
Yeah. The band was supposed to actually, generate sales and revenue that would
I mean,
bring them out of debt.
Danny Kane was fucked. Why would they be any different?
Exactly. Yeah, it's true.
I think she said he made 80 million off them.
Ooh, well,
I mean, he didn't even stock their first album enough to keep it in the stores. He really didn't even stock it. So when they went platinum, all these fans trying to buy it, they didn't have enough because he didn't stock it. He understocked. And it delayed that happening. Back when it was CDs and shit.
Yeah.
All they could get probably was a single on the early iTunes. But yeah, he fucked them over because he just wanted them for the show. He cared about the show and the money he made off of that. And then the royalties, yeah, but he didn't want trying to make them a real anything. He was just like, fuck these bitches. Fuck these whores. He was trying to pimp them. He said after he would pimp them out to his mates. He said that to a few people, bodyguards and Gene Dill probably said that. I don't know. Don't quote me, but
Allegedly, of course, as always, it's alleged.
Pimta.
Sorry, apologies to those distinguished gentlemen.
Yes.
But blessed be the Most High, the Mighty. Yeah, read your contracts.
Yeah, man.
Read it.
What are you doing otherwise?
Read it, and you know what?
Don't just think, they'll take care of me. What?
They will take care of themselves. One thing about openly saying I'm going to read my contract, at least you give the wrongdoers the chance to tell you, we are going to retract this contract if you don't sign.
Just, okay, I want this instead. So, even if you represent yourself, just say, I want this instead. They say yes or no, explain the reasons why. You sit there and say, no, I still want that. Or you say, all right, how about this instead? Like, you make it right for you. If not, then you don't want it, frankly. But no, people want it anyway.
At least if you give them the chance to retract the contract, you might you might save yourself some bike.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to find out that you're allergic to baby oil.
Yeah, baby oil. Which people are now, some geese on TikTok like, it's GHB. It's GHB, it's not baby oil. Why would it be baby oil? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up, as if they wouldn't test it. Don't be making shit up now. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's enough bullshit going on that people are having to be accused of. Don't make things up, because there's no information based on that. Trust me, I've looked, bitch. You know what I mean? There's nothing saying that about GHB. You know what I mean? You can say he was doing liquid cocaine in the Ciroc bottles. You can say that on the jets, because that's already been confirmed.
Okay.
But GHB and baby, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
bitch.
God damn it. Not a bitch.
Bitch.
Not a bitch, guy. Man. Oh, darn it. I'm having motor skills issues. Right. A cast member of Making the Band discloses that cheesecake... No.
Yeah.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah. Serious, yeah. 100%.
The Cheesecake Run was for Beyonce?
For Beyonce. It wasn't for Diddy. It was on the show, but it wasn't for him.
Wait. The Cheesecake Run, the infamous. And we walk in free blocks.
Across the bridge and shit. Yeah, across the Brooklyn Bridge and everything. You know what I mean? And they did it. And yeah, one of the guys from that is like, yeah, so we did it. And he's like, them bitches walked back. He said, I listened to everything Diddy said like a contract. So if he said, go there, then he said, go there. He didn't say, walk back. So he said he got a cab back.
Yeah.
And then he saw Diddy like in the lobby. And he's like, so we got it or whatever. And he's like, bitch, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't filming that, but bitch, I don't care. He said, go give it. That weren't for me anyway. Give it. It's for Beyonce. She's upstairs. Give it to Beyonce.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he said that was legitimately what the case was. She was upstairs. So it must have been a funny thing. I'll make them go for my cheesecake. Like, literally. Because Beyonce allegedly is a bitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. And everyone's shocked. And I'm like, I'm not shocked.
Get the help to sort it out.
Yeah. She's laughing about it. Do you know what I mean? Probably.
Yeah.
These people are sick. He's like, bitch, I don't care about that. That's not for me, mate. That's for good old Beyonce upstairs. You know what I mean?
This was before Drunk in Love, right?
Yeah.
This was like...
This is when she's all in the media. Like,
baby boy. She
the girl,
she hadn't broke through yet.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was dashing sand around. Sean Paul.
Do you know what? Yeah. In all of the allegations and the shenanigans, rigmarole that is going on right now, to me, and call me a bad guy, but that is fun. Like, that's actually fun.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's...
You know what I mean? It just shows what they're like.
I'm sorry if, I ever... I'm put in a position where I can help a mate out. He wants some New York cheesecake.
New York cheesecake.
But I will help them get the New York cheesecake and find it funny.
That is funny.
Like, it's evil. It's evil in that...
It was evil enough that he wanted to do it, but he just said it because they laughed about it, probably, and it was for the show.
Yeah. Imagine. these human beings, these souls are so desperate for a deal that they're going to walk.
With no guarantee that they're going to get it after. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Come on, guys.
How low does it go?
Come on, guys. Did he say
no shame about that. Not about the Beyonce thing. Just that you did it.
They'll be like, yeah, we walked across town.
You probably could have just sucked his dick. Or for you would have probably preferred to do that. Do you know what I mean?
No, that wouldn't have helped.
Half the bitches probably like, yeah. If it's going to get me my dear.
They probably...
If it's going to clear that budget. You know what I mean?
They probably allegedly may have, but
You know, he did reward the service.
And
Well, actually, I
after
shouldn't say that. There's been brutal stuff come out since, horrible stuff, worse stuff.
after all, it was more about pleasing Beyonce than pleasing himself.
Yeah.
So sucking his dick would be a bonus, but bitch, you're still walking across down.
I know he's got a new task tomorrow, so it's like, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Before you know it, the studio's
What
closed.
about all the
again.
stuff they did in there? Well, the ones that shit didn't make it.
Yeah,
I'm sure he told them bare stuff to do and it didn't make the show.
of course.
You know?
After all, this isn't even a laughing matter, but
No.
the proportion of individuals that break under the pressure, turn to the
Yeah.
the
Coercion.
harder substances in life.
Yeah.
Those people are completely discredited.
Yes.
They could come out and say
Anything.
and it's like, well, you spent the last 7 to 15 years on the harder stuff in life.
Yeah.
Why should we believe you?
Yeah, I mean, there's one will come out, Gloria always representing her. Oh, mate, go what you thought. Don't actually. Well, her disposition, or not disposition, or I guess press conference, something. And she's retelling it, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she can barely breathe talking about it. And I know why. So trigger warning. So we got a Jake Speed, and then him and his security guard, allegedly, she woke up and she was strapped to the bed. And then they anally and vaginally raped her on camera for who knows how long, and was very abusive and violent and all sorts of shit. So that's another one.
Ain't no party like a dilly.
There ain't gonna be no
party.
money left in a minute.
Well, I don't think it's really even about money anymore. Okay.
Oh, the Kim Porter book also said, oh, this is rough. Oh, I disassociated this. Okay, 30 seconds, trigger warning. So when she was shopping one day with Kimura, and Kimura was like, oh, bitch, your titty's big today.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, not in public, because they were shagging too. Yes, allegedly. Everyone, apparently, they were all just, yeah. So her and Kimura weren't just besties, they were, bessies.
No.
They were bessies, lesbian, whatever you want to call,
Not the debauchery.
their relationship. But yeah, so she's like, oh, he was looking at all that. And she's like, are you pregnant? And she's like, no. And she's like, bitch, like, are you fucking pregnant? You look like you're with, who you with? Did he? Like, is it his even? Because you get fucked by too many people. How are you going to know? So she's like, fuck. So they're both like, she's like, just go and now go and do it. Like, go and sit.
Yes.
Anyway, she told him, and she thought he would beat the shit out of her. And instead he was like, oh my God, yeah, great, I'm going to have a child. Of course. Because every time they broke up, he'd call her and say, I don't want people to know about my proclivities.
Ah, yes.
You know what I mean? And she would say, bitch, you gay. And put the phone down and like bait him, basically, literally, she would. And he'd be like, see, bitch, that's why you don't want to do that. And react to her because he just don't like being called it. So it's just like, yeah, so instead he was happy about it. But then do you know what he said? Oh my God, everyone's going to want to fuck you now.
Oh, really?
He said, everyone's going to, she's like, I just told you I'm pregnant with your kid. He said, yeah, they're all going to want to get it and that. Like, he's like, that Will Smith, he said, Will's going to want that. Like,
Really?
yeah, we named off bare names, like, they're all going to want it. And she's sitting there thinking, oh my God, I'm about to be gangbanged as a pregnant woman. Like, and she's like, no, I'm not into your spiritual shit and all your that shit. You know I'm not. That's your thing. So that's when they told me, yes, because they're Satanists. This is a ritual. This is what they're doing. And he said, we got to do what we got to do to keep what we've got. Meaning also, he's not rich from what he's done. A finance made money. He's rich because he does and participates in what he does, and therefore he's kept alive. He is fed funds, like a lot of people are fed funds. They're fed funds. Actually, it's what they do behind the scenes, not what they do in front of us. That's the glory. That's the reward. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, he's like, no, do you want all this to go away? She's like, no. He's like, so we've got to do what we've got to do to keep it. So to me, that's
Wait. Are we
with the high
about,
ups, everyone.
we talking about
No. Oh wait. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. The evil twin of his, the child. Yeah, she was pregnant with him. Yeah. So she said one time, because she found out what he's into, like she thought, "Are you grooming Quincy?" She's like, "Are you grooming him?" Do you know what I mean? Type thing. And he like slap Quincy on the ass and do weird things like that. So I was like, "Oh God, here we go."
Here we go.
It all makes sense. That's not your father. That's not even your father. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know your father. Your father's a famous person. You look and sound just like him. So why has he lived and been brought up by this man, even when Kim's not even been in a relationship with him? It makes no sense to me, unless there's proclivities, which is so sick and sad.
In my father's house.
In his, stepfather's house,
Oh man, that's
rough.
Yeah, that's
Rough.
sorrows.
But yes, justice. We need justice. Okay, and final topic today is Christian Rock. That's Christian Rock.
Man.
Says that she's going to be a hood gospel artist. She says she about the hood gospel.
I'm really torn on her topic.
I didn't even know the bitch was out of jail.
Neither did I.
I'm like, did you climb out?
You just told me. You just told me. And frankly, I'm really torn about her because there is the child that is Christian
That child
Rock.
ain't even hers no more.
No, not the baby.
That child been taken.
No, not the baby, not the baby, not the baby.
Right.
I mean, in Christian Rock's entity, I have sympathies for the child that landed in the lap of Blueface.
Yes.
In her own, making the band, Danity Kane desperation for status, wealth, and whatnot.
Baddies fame.
Yeah, and whether I'm not going to say that Blueface is without sin, but Blueface got his hands into that child and turned that child into a mess.
Yeah.
And yes, Christian Rock has an element of, bitch, you didn't know no better. You didn't know this was going to go left.
The baby was like dangling from like a harness while she's shopping, and the baby, people were like, "Is that child right?" She's just swinging it around, and I'm like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" Head support, bitch. Head support.
behaving like a sack of potatoes.
Like, just a mess. But do you know what I mean? Like, she don't know the better. No, the child's been taken, and most likely for the best. Sometimes it is for the best.
Do you know what? I like a good laugh. I do like a good laugh in life. But I really wish she had better guidance or a better start.
People have tried.
Yeah,
they have. There's been some reputable people who tried. And she attends church, and I don't know why you lot think just attending church is something like, it's really like, what?
Look, from...
So it does. I don't know why it tickles me so much now. They really think that.
Trying is one thing, but there is also such thing as too little, too late.
See, I don't see that, I don't think. But I do think that, because she's saying she wants to be a hood gospel artist. So what I'm thinking she's come out of jail. She's like, okay, Lord, I'm going to try it. And actually just... But here's the thing, right?
Lil Mama's on bail. She needs to clean up her act.
She's thinking, what do I do? This is what I do. So now if I want to be, of the Lord, then I should flip it, shouldn't I? And I should do it for the Lord. And here's the thing. I don't know why people do that in the first place. Have you ever heard me come out with a gospel song?
Nope.
In 5 years that I've been saying no. Do you know why? Because my worship is in private. That's literally what it's just about. Like, it is. And it is public too. But like, why would I record music to the Lord and then package it, master it, mix it and sell it to you for Abel or Sony or whoever I'm associated with to make money off of that? That is despicable. That's why the Lord went in and dashed over them tables, because all of you lot were trying to make money off of the gospel. That makes no sense. Look at what you're doing. It's common sense, actually. Same with the merch and the Do you know what I mean? Even me, when I first come out, like, because I was designing stuff, I thought, it'd be really nice to just have something to wear. And I made like a sweatshirt. But after that, I had the revelation, like, that is deplorable to me, like, to God. That's disgusting. You know what I mean? He's rich. He has everything. He doesn't need that. You know what I mean? He needs your respect and your repentance. You know what I mean? So he could be there for you the way he wants to be. That's it. Reconcile with you. And that's it. So when people flip it, it makes no sense. They're just like worldly still. Do you know what I mean? They are. I might cuss, I might this and that because I'm from a certain background. This is just how I am. Do you know what I mean? Get used to it. If the Lord can take it, then you don't have to. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and he could have abandoned me a long time ago. I think that every day, and he doesn't. So it just goes to show the lengths he will be there. So I don't think it's too late for her. I just think, like, I don't know, just keep it private. Like, build a relationship with him instead of trying to impress him in public. That makes sense.
Perhaps it's my ignorance, but working in the industry that I work in, if your origin stories has made you quit and you're no longer willing to try, until you're willing to try, you ain't gonna try. Yeah. And then that's where the whole too little too late applies. I'm in big trouble if this loops back, but I'm gonna risk it. I'm aware of an individual that avoided a very precarious situation, and once they avoided the precarious situation, they doubled down.
Being bad?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they've been gotten away with it. You know, and where if you have the Holy Spirit, that's what's missing, and people think it's made up. It's not. The Holy Spirit convicts you. Your flesh ain't going to convict you for what? It's going to tell you more, bitch, more. Where the Holy Spirit will say, excuse me, do you think that was all right? And you'd say, oh. And then eventually you're going to come in agreement because it's powerful. It's the Spirit of God. You can't deny that. That's why every saved Christian will be fine and will get better, but it takes time. Don't know why you lot think it's miraculous.
The irony is,
some things are, but others aren't.
The irony is they are going to expect me to save them from themselves.
Yeah.
Decisions were made where it will leave them destitute.
Yeah.
And they're going to go, oh, but I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you want free food when you've spent you've spent on a particular vice.
Yeah.
And now you have nothing left for that vice.
Yeah.
You want food, you want toilet paper, you want mouthwash, you want all the things that it was given to you for free. Mm-hmm. Well, not for free. Right. It was given to you at the expense of
your dignity.
Historical pillaging and the labours of other individuals who have been completing their labours, and now you want it for free? For free? No. Motherfucker, I'm gonna let your bitch ass go to the camp. You are gonna make the brother love camp.
The goddamn flavor camp. Someone shut down that flavor camp because imagine if he actually did one and had like a youth. I'm sure he was planning on it, like a youth camp for artist regeneration.
It's very likely. It is very likely.
Yeah, it's down with him. But I heard he's gonna testify. He's gonna testify. Testify.
That is if he makes it to testify.
Yeah.
Because
he's gonna try and say it was all consensual. It was like, you got me wrong. Bitch, try it. The judges, 3 judges now have been like, shut up, get back to jail.
Whether it is alleged or confirmed, there's been an assault. Motherfuckers is up there in the hospital, in the hospital wings. So
just people having to hear this shit about it. What he's done is traumatizing. He owes us money.
Yeah.
You got me money, bitch.
Epstein didn't kill himself. Let's see how this situation goes.
I'm surprised he's still alive, so that's something.
It's true.
They're probably locked down. The good hats are in place for some reason because God said, justice shall be. It's one of the things where I feel like, get your money, obviously, but this, I think, is going to drain his resources. I know he's got houses. I know he's got planes. I know he's got the finance. But even when it came to him offering bail, he offered it. He offered bail. He offered his family's passports. He offered, I think, a remortgage on his mother's house. I think he offered everything but, the blood in his veins, which is the only thing he's trying to say. But I think he's fucked. I think it's not so much about him now. I think it's about the co-conspirators, and it shows how many people, since none more have been announced. Obviously, Mayor Adams has been indicted, but they've not connected it over to him just yet. But he did give Diddy the key to New York last year, so that's very convenient. And obviously, Mayor Adams was indicted yesterday he's the current standing mayor of New York, and he was indicted for criminal charges, including all sorts of conspiracies. And some of it was part of it was accepting $100,000 worth of bribes or gratuities that he didn't declare. So that's just one criminal charge that they are charging him with.
Well, they better look into it good and really, really pay it some attention, because this is it's a milestone. This is something much like the COVID situation, if not managed and handled with righteousness, earnesty, and morality.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy 100 years to come.
Yeah, if it is 100 years, who knows how long we got left at this point? Because Russia's fucking threatened a nuclear war now.
And okay, this wasn't on the books, but in passing, I did see that after the threats of nuclear war and the capacity of the missiles, Russia had an explosion of a nuclear warhead.
Oh no!
And it was like on a certain platform.
Okay.
It was portrayed to the view. It was portrayed to those accessing the media.
Yeah.
As Putin embarrassed or humiliated that a nuclear missile exploded. And my first thought was, did it explode, or was it blown up?
Yeah, blown up. by someone or something.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things going on, you know? Between Turkey, Russia and Ukraine,
Yes.
it's alleged that they had a meeting and they were going to sign a ceasefire.
Okay.
A particular British Prime Minister visited the premier of Ukraine, and
Put battery in his back.
Yeah, that ceasefire was stopped.
Oh Lord, see what they're like. Do you see
stopped.
what they are like?
It was,
Boys fiddling and diddling.
Yeah, and
Fiddlers and diddlers.
on the roof.
On the roof.
Yeah, it's I didn't actually prepare this properly, so it's coming up as I'm gonna admit for now.
Yeah.
As I haven't got the facts.
Okay.
Or I haven't got the the middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
The ceasefire was agreed upon. It was drafted. It was agreed upon. Maybe there would have been some negotiations, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
One of the particulars of the agreement was that certain equipment would not go to the Ukrainians.
What, from weapons from here, do you think?
I refuse to confirm or deny that.
Well, they're spending so much. I don't know what the latest number is for us, what we've sent, but like, come on now. It's billions.
Well, I'll tell you what, the French recently...
Where's this money coming from?
The French recently got their knickers in the twist because part of the nuclear threat was based on the European Parliament had authorized, and the French had authorized the delivery of equipment to be used against Russia, and Russia then did a U-turn and said, if France permit equipments,
right,
then France is an enemy of ours.
It's going to be dust.
It's going to be slap that button, put the codes in, and let's see who's...
So I don't know how far Trident extends, so I don't think it covers France, bitch. I hope they've got their own anti-ballistic missile, nuclear...
Yeah.
Because the UK picked a perfect spot. It worked out well, and I always wondered why they kept this small island after dominating the whole world, and it's because of its position.
Of course.
And the islands surrounding it, and they've lined everything up, basically. And you can't get nothing past it, by the way. It's going to be difficult for anyone to actually hit the UK. But that's why it hasn't been for such a long time.
They have to, but remember that France is part of NATO. Yeah. The US is part of NATO.
They're practicing now.
The UK is part of NATO.
Above the capital.
They are. And, let's see where it goes, but the old wounds of...
Bring on the rapture. I'm not trying to be here, bitch.
The old wounds of the 1939, 45, and then 1959 to 70-ish, or let's say 91,
right,
have come to creep back up. The mistakes of the past are coming to fruition.
True.
Much like the mistakes of the 1912s came to fruition in the 1939s, 1940s. So
it's a rollout.
It's a rollout. Here we are.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Just get the robots in, obviously. I want to see that happen before, we get blown up and stuff. I just want to see it.
Do you know what? Yeah.
Go listen to Get the Robots in the Episode. It was probably last year or some shit.
Yeah, that would have been 23.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Winter time in 23 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fucked up news of the week.
Yeah, the world's a mess.
The unmissable news, as we like to call it now. But yeah, that's what we've got for the topic. So stay right there, and we'll be right back.
Step back in time into the thrilling world of the Brestle Ridge Gang. Join Max, Lorna, and Sammy on their adventure, being led by an old, mysterious map that could change everything. From hidden secrets to daring escapades, this tale will take you on a journey of unity, friendship, and the unexpected wonders of the Louisiana wilderness. The Brestle Ridge Gang and the Map of Kaisachi audiobook is available now on iTunes, Audible, and Amazon. Concept by St. Blades. Written by J.H. Rivers. Narrated by Jennifer M. Tobin for Vexxed Art Books.
This next commercial, presented by Planet Vexxed Music, is for Japanese audiences only. Thank you for your patience. エキサイティングなニュース。セイントが恥の日本語、英語 J-POP クラブミックス The Best Ones をレコーディングしました。 これは新しい日本限定 EP シャイニングモメンツに収録されています。 CD ジュエルケースのフィジカルエディションは今週金曜日に公式ウェブサイトで先がリリースされます。デジタルエディションは2024年10月11日に日本の主要音楽購買店で配信予定です。最新情報をお見逃しなく。
Of course, welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Mo Vader.
And me, Saint.
And we are now in the Vexxed segment of the show. You know, the infamous, the scandalous, the very demure,
The debaucherous.
the distinguished element of the show.
Not quite, but you know. It's got to be done. Yeah, so yeah, Vexxed Moments. If you got Vexxed Moments, guys, just drop it into Spotify. And
Do they actually ever do it?
I don't really check, but Spotify is weird. On the back end of Spotify is weird. I don't know what you motherfucker. I've noticed all their apps, are like so shoddily upkept that I'm like, you really don't care. You're spending money to open it, but then like, all right, let me have my rant quickly. This ain't the Vexxed Moment.
Okay.
But we're with Spotify. Like that's how we exist, because that's who we've been with since Anchor.
Yeah.
Because Anchor got bought by Spotify and we went over. So all the tools that we used to use within Anchor, including ad reads, we used to get ad reads, we used to get lots of stuff. And then it all cut off from Spotify because you now got to pay Spotify £100 a month through Megaphone for promotions and stuff.
Oh,
you know, not guaranteed or even make that back. So that's just a little industry secret unless you're a podcaster, you would know. But it's like, I'm pissed off that we used to be able to build the show with you know, the tools.
Yeah.
They shut all that shit down. Mm-hmm. Then aside from that, they shut down all the music talk shows, which I started one, you know, on Spotify, and then it got cancelled. All of them got cancelled. So it was a 1 season thing, and it was really annoying. But at the same time, it was like, they're just reeling back everything and then telling everyone to go to Riverside.
Right.
Which, fair play, I think is a black-owned business. I remember when they started off, they were just a separate little thing. I think they had got jobs with Spotify, but it was like, they're like, they do it, don't they? Yeah, straight up the video call, the recording, it's all in one, which is cool for remote stuff. I've never used it, but I just think everything. I don't know. I just feel ripped off here because even the back end, the analytics are nothing. We were sitting here thinking all our viewers and listeners or whatever had dropped to nothing like a couple of years ago, and we're on Spotify, right? But obviously we're on maybe 30 or more, stores, platforms worldwide, including iHeartRadio, podcast.com, places we know nothing about because we don't handle that. Yeah. And we've grown, obviously, without us knowing. So we can't get all those analytics because Spotify will only tell us what Spotify's done. Yeah. But they are a company of distribution. They actually host our podcast. So why aren't you telling us about all the others? You really expect us to go and scrape the information from every single fucking store or corporation in the world? Do you know what I mean? Which some of them don't have that set up. So it's like, we're on the charts and all that, but Spotify, we wouldn't know from Spotify's information, you know? Apple Music's something, different. So, or Apple Podcasts rather. So I'm just disappointed in that because it's made our podcast quite like we could have done things to maybe, just be better off earlier. Yeah. While we're doing our own thing now, despite. But not saying we're going to leave Spotify. I'm not saying that, but we do have our own RSS feed, and it just takes as simple as that, and a contract with a new company. Is it one that gives us ads and shit.
Is it about the process or is it about the money?
No, because I'm business minded, and when it comes to business, I'm not going to let anyone get away with that. Do you know what I mean? It's like different rules for me in life and in business, and this is business to them, so it's business to me. So even though this is fun and so ad hoc, something we would do off air, it's still something that this is a business, and these, they've got to come correct. And if they've done anything to disparage it or shut their own members down or slow them down or whatever, then they got to hear it.
Do you know what?
Another Capricorn trait is that,
For the listeners that are listening,
sorry, that's my nose.
That's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Hey, Viva. Yeah. It's not no sniff. I ain't on the sniff.
Good bit again.
Charlie. Bless me.
Yeah. For the listeners that are listening and are engaged on any of the platforms that you can get in contact with us, message, we'll put you on the show.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. There's ways to do call-in features and stuff. And that's what I mean. We have not been given Okay, Starlight. We've worked with one other company, Podbean, other than Spotify. And that's on one audio series. So
I literally mean,
and they did give us ads on Starlight. The audio. It's only 3 episodes of an audio series, guys.
if the cunts can have direct communication with us, and bring their own party favors,
yeah,
can't
give us a reason to get to broaden our horizons. Because we know the listenership's there. So
yeah, absolutely. You'll come in, you'll record, you'll
I think
meet
they're a
us.
bit scared of us, and I'm I don't blame them. They feel like they're gonna get rinsed out and cussed out and embarrassed. No, we're not like that.
No, we'll incorporate you. But we want to know, out of the views and the charts and the this and the that, who actually wants to come? Who wants... This is we've gone
What's
way...
your Vex moments, bitch?
Yeah, because it seems like there's no comments.
I mean, we can have guests and stuff, and we've queried that, and we've had guests already, and we were like, do you know what I mean? But it's like, we just weren't that show.
Yeah.
I don't think. It's chaos enough with just the 2 of us. But we'd have to wipe out like a hot topics to fit them in, or maybe go through them. A lot of people aren't as bold as us. They won't be as publicly blatant about their views as we are.
Actually,
We experienced that.
No, oh yeah.
That didn't make it to air, but yeah, we experienced that, which is fair enough. They had they have their own public image, so
Mind you, they probably got involved in a little something because
everyone has at some point,
there was a fear, a certain fear.
Oh, for sure.
that
But this person, was attached, has dated big people or has had a deal and, worked with big people, and they, at a point were big themselves. So, I only understand it as an artist. Otherwise, I would not give a shit. And even that, I let that go years ago because I'm independent. So, yeah, I was just like, come on. And it's normal now. Everyone has a podcast.
Yeah.
And we were pre-COVID, so.
yeah. We didn't actually start because of,
No, it's only because we're in 2 different countries. We had to do it, remotely, and then it became, I came back to the UK, man.
If there isn't any day ones listening, go to Patreon and go listen to the first season.
Yeah, we'll do some merch soon as well. Some sort of something for the podcast. We ain't done that since the beginning.
I'll actually admit, the first season was fucking atrocious.
I know. Patreon, it's on Patreon. Yeah.
Disgusting.
It's $2.99, $1.99, guys. It's not a lot. Yeah, basically free.
That's shekels.
It's basically free. Seasons 1 to 3. I think we have brought some back in the flashback episodes, which is like they've been remastered for you. Yeah, we could continue that too, maybe. Who knows? We do need we want an editor, guys. We want a new one, so we're advertising. Someone got fired! So we want a new one. We want an editor. Do you know what I mean? So if you're good at that stuff and you want to get involved, just let us know. Just email vxd.label@gmail.com.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So, yeah, we went fucking
we went on
chasing the yellow brick road.
Moments.
It's the slanderous, the insatiable, the problematic, the honest, and downright uncensored Vexxed moments.
I don't know if I actually have a whole one.
Okay.
But I will say there's been an occurrence that has challenged, or should I say, reminded me of how perhaps rational or disconnected from
reality
being... No, not really. be looped in it going,
I fucking have been. I'm like, God damn, what is life?
No, I meant my emotional control, restraint, and I guess rational mindset. I started questioning, am I devoid of complex emotions, or
am I on the spectrum?
It's worrying. It's worrying because I caught myself thinking, hold on, why have I not always, gradually, I've managed to always remain very cool, calm, collected, and calculated in situations where I should be bargaining it out.
I think everyone's different, and I think everyone expects people to be like each other, and it's just don't work that way. I think people pretend a lot, or they're conditioned. But if you're just that older and you sit in your ways and you're just like, this is just how I am, that's all right. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think anyway. I'm the same, but then I've got that switch where it's like, okay, you've crossed the line, and it's just, I just go into just a different mode, and that's just a natural thing. It's not a thought of thing, which is annoying as fuck, because it's like, I don't know, it's weird, but it's a family thing. We're all kind of the same. So it could be genetics as well. You got to think back of how you were raised, what, conditions, it all matters. But yeah, that's what I think. It's not a bad thing, but yeah, I get what you mean. If you want to be more reactive, you can train yourself to be that too, or just allow yourself to be.
No, I can't allow it. I can't allow it. It's almost like an impossible mental block.
I feel you.
I remember being reactive, emotional. I won't say irrational and I won't say unstable, but reactive and emotionally tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can know internally what my response to something would have been X amount of years ago, because you know, as an attack helicopter, I transgress time, but figuratively speaking, say 10, 18, 20 years ago, I could know on the inside what my response would have been, how I would have handled it.
Yeah.
But the way that I will handle things today, I had a
Well, they both give different outcomes as well.
Yeah. The outcome matters now.
So the more books you have to read them, and it's like a adventure book, and you got to pick 1, 2, or 5 and flip like the pages and miss out bits, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's a continuous story no matter what. You just have to pick up half. That's life sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time. There's always conditions we can't fucking control. God forbid, you know. But yeah, mad. But yeah, you said something happened.
Yeah, something happened, and the manner in which I was spoken to, this was in a professional setting. The manner that I was spoken to, it happened over a week.
Yeah.
And at first instance, I was only able to, shut my mouth, give the looks, not like the evil eye look. That's there. It's like it was surreal. It was surreal. The second time, I managed to speak, but the way in which I spoke, it was, we're going to discuss this further later.
Yeah.
The third time, my response was, I'm going to speak to you when you are calm, and you are going to let me know when you're calm.
That's awful patient of you.
And it took about 10 to 12 hours for that individual to come back to me and say, I'm calm now. Can we talk?
Okay, all right, yeah.
We spoke, and the most cognitive and professional I could be was to say, I have noticed that recently the way in which you've been speaking to me has been incredibly disrespectful.
Ooh.
And I have not ever spoken to you in that tone. But should you find it to be beneficial to continue speaking to me in this new tone,
right,
I will have to adjust my approach in how I interact with you. And then some other things were discussed that can't go on there, but
as they do.
But yeah,
most of life.
Yeah, that individual wound their neck in, right, like a little turtle, wound it all the way in, and
a receded penis.
There seems to be mutual.
Cold night. Watched over him. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no. Not the winter time.
A cold night.
The winter time shrinkage.
Oh god.
Yeah, mutual respect has been re-established, and I am thankful.
Right.
I had a small sliver of a moment where I thought, damn, you ain't changed. You just learned how to pretty up shit better.
Yeah.
And when
pretty up that shit.
when I got that outcome, I thought, no, that was you almost lay it in. Don't let it in.
Yeah. No, it's good when they react in the right way. They pick the right someone that'll benefit all. But yeah, don't always go that way in it, and it's quite frustrating. But yeah, I will say in work, I don't remember ever losing it at work ever. In the sense that I always, because it's business once again, I see it as just a different arena. So I've pulled people up for sure, superiors, everything, because I'm not going to take that. Like, I do know my shit in a sense that, and once they know that, oh, you're a bit of an old soul, because young people get taken a piss out of, especially at work. And it's like, once they know that, they like see you a bit different. But yeah, there's always a way. But personally, yeah, I was the same. When I was younger, I was like a lot more just sharper. A lot sharper. I kind of can put things in compartmentalize very well. I was able to have several, like for instance, just like several friend groups, but then it converts into like a main one, but then keep cool with different types of people in different types of situations. Adaptive, same with at home, just like, just that way. And when it came to decisions, very quite good at making decisions for a young person too. Like decisions, when people go, I wasn't. So yeah, well now, I'm a goddamn mess. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? Do I do this? Do I do that? Yeah, I'm always like, yeah, just not completely opposite. I just feel like, age that can do that to you. It can kind of,
I wouldn't
blunt you.
say. I wouldn't say subdue. I
Yeah,
would say,
like you're effective in just different ways.
yeah.
And the older ways aren't really working, or different situations. But yeah, I feel like I don't need to be as determined or all of that, because obviously I know where I put my faith and direction in now. So I don't have to be as like that. I don't have to be, but then I'm sharp out in other ways that I appreciate. So it's a balance. But yeah, it's weird, and annoying. I'd rather be that young kid who was just knew what the fuck they were doing for some reason. Didn't let no one bother me, and if they did, they really knew. Oh. They're like, oh, and it's like, yeah, bitch. You know what I mean?
There's very few odd times where I do feel
I've quit jobs over a boss talking to me the wrong way.
Yeah.
After working there a long time now, I worked there a long time.
By the time I was working, I was desperate. I was down on my luck. Like
down on my knees.
What's that guy in the
Even that, I was confident to just like, I'll get another job. Like, and I did. So it's like, where now I'm like, I would be more like, unsure.
What's that salesman's name in The Simpsons?
Apu?
No.
Ramasinhan?
No. He's the Quickie Mart owner /
Apu?
No, not Apu, the other one.
Quickie Mart is Apu.
No, the other salesman. The one that's like, old, what was his name? Old guy? Guile? Guy?
Oh,
old Joe? Know. Come on, think about it.
Mo.
No. He's the bartender.
Yeah, bartender.
The white shirt, dishevelled look, grey in hair, divorcee, really down on his luck. Producers,
I ain't even watched that in a while.
You fucking producers, get on it right now.
Simpsons was the shit back in the day. People were obsessed with it. The merch was on peak. Like, it was people had clocks and watches, and adults. Adults had these things.
It's true.
It's because it was naughty. It wasn't for the kiddly-winks, but we watched it anyway.
It wasn't. I'm gonna find out.
Oh my God.
Gil.
Gil. Yeah, I remember him. He's funny.
By the time I was working, I was literally a Gil.
Oh look, that's the worst thing. That's like a weasel on the floor.
I couldn't quit. I needed that pay per hour. I needed it. Yeah, no. When at that point, so I've never quit like that. I've always, I've always been fired or left and then had to go and find work.
Left by the wayside.
It's yeah. It's always been. I think at the luckiest I've been, I saw the I won't say red flags. That's a too common saying, but
I think now it is.
Yeah, it's way too.
Everything's a red flag.
I noticed certain milestones within the working environment.
Yeah,
and replaced a term of employment with another. Yeah, I've managed to start learning when it's good, when it's time to quit.
Yes, that's
when
important.
The quitting's good.
Very
when the quitting's
very important. Get out when that moment comes.
Yeah.
Same with relationships or same thing. If you stay past at any point in that time, even a second more, it's just a mess. Take it when you get the opportunity, motherfuckers. You save yourself a lot of trouble. When it's just right. Don't be curious. Curiosity killed the goddamn cat.
Killed the pussy cat.
It killed the cat.
Eat the cat.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
Grab him by
the name of the show. Eat the cat.
Grab it by the pussy. Eat the cat.
How does he get away with this? How? And he's still running his child. His versus fucking. I see Kamala, Biden, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. I see them all as the same. They might as well be siblings to me because they're all from the same camp. Would do the same debaucherous, horrific things that I, allegedly hear of. And they're some of the worst people I believe are crawling across planet Earth. So. Yeah, they ain't got much of a choice over there.
Unconfirmed, unverified. I've allegedly seen somewhere that Trump has a 99% probability or chance of winning the election based on popularity polls.
It's 2024. Like, come on. He is so funny, and I'm sorry, comedian.
Yeah.
I just regard him as that. I'm not political for none of that shit. No, he shouldn't be president, and no, shouldn't the other one. But at the end of the day, that's all you lot got. And I don't know, he's probably going to ruin America, just like the other one will. So it's just like, make the best of it. We're in a really hard situation too. Because you ain't alone.
It's true. The great British Empire is suffering.
I know, like, what the fuck is this? Oh, protest Netanyahu, I think, is in Washington.
Oh.
He's going to Washington, And it was like, free Palestine! Like in his ears. And he's like, no.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, I can't stand it. Yeah, he should be in jail. Under the jail.
I don't blame him. It's their belief system. When there is the power of belief behind an action or decision.
How dare you walk among us on the streets? Like, how dare you? You should be hiding in a house somewhere in a commune. You know what I mean? Like, but no, they're tyrants. So shopping.
You collect your rations between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Yes, he could crawl out of it once in a while. You know.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That was a me thought. A me thought slipped out there.
God.
But what contributions do you have to
what contributions? So actually, I want to start straight off. It's come to mind. Mickey Guyton. So she was on the Breakfast Club, and don't watch their interviews as much anymore. They're just not that relevant. But Mickey Guyton was on there, and she's a black country singer. I have to say black country singer because you have to. Because honestly, like the genre is so fucking like ridiculous. You know what I mean? The politics and all of it. It really is like the KKK sometimes, it feels like. I'm sorry, let's just say it. Like complete segregation, they don't want to know, do you know what I mean? Haven't for a long time. Countries are black, music of black origin. So it's like, you know, and if they know about the 50s and 60s, including Elvis, black artists under independent record labels will put out songs. 6 songs. The white people would whiteify it, put out the same song, claim all the royalties and fuck them over like every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is a really hard thing to even be a black artist. So it's to a point where she cried on the interview because she was just like, she had a she went into labour because basically some geezer, big artist or whatever, country artist, said the N-word and was just blatantly racist. So she just like called him out. She got them and she said she feared for like, he was rough. Yeah. And she said it's really hard. She said the only reason she stays in it is because she's encouraged other black people to come back to the shit. And she's like, that's like, it's otherwise I wouldn't even be doing this. And I'm like, wow. And it says she has a difficult relationship with the Lord because she just wonders why he gave, you know, black people in particular such a hard walk in general. Why? Like she struggles with that, you know? And she said that's a big thing. And I completely understand that. A lot of people probably would think that. But like I said, like, I believe that's the reason is because you're his people. That's why, because you're his. That's what I believe. That's my biblical view, is that, you know, if the diaspora, you know, are the Lord's people then. So it just, you know, it's just something that, because you're his people, he made the agreement with our forefathers. And he keeps his promises to be saved, born again in this lifetime, to know Lord through his son. So Catholic Church, you seem to forgot that.
Oh, not the Catholics.
Yep, going telling everyone that all religions are the way to God. You're Catholic, sir. See? So this one church thing is coming. It's a coming. This one world, one church thing is a coming. So that.
After all, pray for strength.
Yeah. But yeah, Mickey Guyton, that's ridiculous. Like country music, you're despicable. But shout out to Country Music Television, CMT, because they're always supporting her, putting her that she's on tour, you know. So it's not a completely dire situation.
I should hope not.
You know? Also, Diddy's lawyers really pissing me off. And every time that I see him, it's broadcasted. He's smiling in the camera.
Yeah.
He's making the dumbest excuses for the most horrendous accusations. For the baby, well, there's a Costco down the street. And sometimes people like to stock up. Not even joking. While smiling at the camera. And I'm like, this bitch thinks he's a star.
Baby,
he thinks he's a star.
It's the career making case. This is the equivalent.
Represent him, didn't he?
I don't know, but I was gonna say, you know, the same way that, you know, the OJ lawyer,
that's what they're calling this now.
Yeah, the OJ lawyer made his career. This
guy represented Keith Raniere of Nexium. Right. A big sex cult. If that's not enough evidence, yeah, I mean, he seems to like that. Like that, take that. Do you know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I think he loves attention. And I really think he's rinsing Diddy. He knows he's going down. He's just taking all the pennies. This is what these white people do. You know what I mean?
Diddy ain't making that.
They get you in a situation and then they also left you by the wayside, bitch, because you ain't worth nothing to us anymore.
Of course.
Eminem, I feel like he's to shut the fuck up. Because he he's dropped a new album and his track title's like Lucifer.
Oh no.
And shit like that. And it's like, if you look at all this stuff, if you really go look in his videos and his music, like he worships the devil, he said it. So yeah, now, you know, it's been such a fight and a battle and all this shit. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, he's obviously dropping diss tracks, or in the past diss tracks, talking about Diddy and so on. But I'm like, bruv, like Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
like, Dr. Dre, hello, that's it. He's done such horrendous things, it's unbelievable. So it's like he's never caught nothing behind it. He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Like, let's not get it mixed up now. So, and how and why? How did you, anyway. Pretty much it. Oh, lastly, no, okay, I do. So Geffen into Scope is what Suge was talking about, right?
Yeah.
Also Bad Boy, also so many other artists that I feel like they're fucked over. There's a new Korean pop group come out called Cat Vexxed.
Oh.
And there's 6 of them. And they're all like 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
One is from France, one is from Korea, one is a mixed race girl from Sweden, one's, an Indian girl. So they're like signed by Korean label, managed by a Korean label in association with the American record label Interscope / Geffen.
Okay.
And the Korean music industry is like the biggest. I feel like as far as impact, they've still got big budgets for their music videos.
Yeah.
The artists are literally like managed and trained for like maybe 5-6 years or whatever before they debut from the age of 12. So by the time they're 18, they come out and they're like been doing this in private every week, trained like dogs half the time. They go to like develop eating disorders and psychological issues. Prominent members of like suicided themselves, unalived, shall I say. And it's, really rough. The plastic surgery things built into their contracts, like it's a Korean cultural thing.
Yeah.
So they come out, you don't even know what they look like originally.
Oh, really?
They've got the double eyelid surgery done. They've had, their cheeks, Europeanized. They've got chin implants. And they're gorgeous. But it's like, wow. The before and afters are like insane. It's insane over there. But yeah, I just feel like that's the worst company to associate with. And you lot really think that making these girls famous or giving them the attention because you love them, they're very talented. But it's like, it's like feeding them to lions then. They literally have no way of this going well, as far as I'm concerned. And you lot are fine with that?
Well,
there's a Netflix show of 1,000 or 500 girls auditioned, and they made a Netflix show out of it. So Cat's Eye is the production of that.
The question is, who does it go well for?
The owners of the labels, which is who Suge Knight's talking about. Jimmy Iovine,
Yeah.
including you. David Geffen always lays back in the cut, one of them white executives. Always seemed quite friendly and nice. However, he's like even the Pussycat Dolls. Do you remember when they were accused of being prostitutes?
Yeah.
For the industry?
Yeah, and they were. Well,
because they started off as burlesque in Vegas, innit?
Yeah.
And then hired 2 singers, I guess.
They were. It's alleged that they were offered up
On the platter. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just think why
pushing on my buttons, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a bit much, frankly.
That it is.
But yeah, those are my vex moments of the week, just from what I've seen in the media. Yeah. Mostly.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can still go fuck themselves.
Yes, they shall. Promotions, anything? I think that we're going to confirm the narrator for the Starlight audiobook.
Yeah.
This week, so look out for that. Yeah, I think I've said mostly what I'm working on, so I don't feel the need to shove it down your lot's throats.
As you know, me, I've never really got any promo. I'm just
behind the scenes. Yeah. Well, you do. There is something you've got behind the scenes. It's just, when is it coming out? What is it? Well, I won't say too much. Well, it's quite. It's quite intimate and sordid. Yes, yeah.
OnlyFans kind of material.
Yeah, it can be.
Don't.
So I think we did talk about a project that you had, but
yeah,
depends if you want to upgrade it now. There's different things available, different options now. So
I think, to be honest, it needs a revamp.
Yeah, I think so.
It needs upgrading, a bit of attention. Yes. If anyone out there managed to catch